991 I don't plug in all the time, but when I do, apparently it's causing the noise.
Yeah, I know. Well, hooking things up to computers with just because it's got feedback, it's got issues on it. You know, the whole computer is a series of issues of noise and stuff like that.
Yeah, roger that. Okay. Well, that's all I got for tonight. So carry on, WB0NOO.
Very good. I actually forgot to start the stream, so it's anybody who just signed on here. It's this Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Who else is? Man, I do it to something every week's got to be something. Who else is north? By the way, it's Mark Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Who else is north?
Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India.
Hey, good to see you this morning.
Yeah, good to be there. I was just going to tell you, I don't think your the net thing is running on YouTube, but you just said that.
Yeah, it was virtual. It was virtual. You had to fill in the blanks for that, for the nothing on the screen.
Yeah, I do like the Zoran Mondani thumbnail though.
Yeah, it was all right. It was just one of those last minute thoughts. I was trying to put something together, and I could have come up with something. Well, no, I don't know. Sometimes it's better just to be semi-newsworthy.
Yeah, but that one you added a chuckle to it too.
Yeah, a little bit. I was going to have a Trump announcing in a separate announcement, not that one, that he was his underlying reason he wanted to get Greenland is to put a big Trump tower there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a good reason is to ban that guy, though. That'd be even better.
Well, I think it'll prove to somebody that communism or any form of communism in New York City is a bad idea. It's already bad enough in New York City in terms of collectiveness, because you figure how many people, I forget what the numbers are, if you look it up, how many people live in subsidized apartments in the New York public housing, it's like 1 million. I'm not sure if it's a million, but it's several hundred thousand people living in public housing in New York City because they can't afford to live in, who can afford an apartment? A studio apartment costs like $2,500, which is a one room. It's like $2,500 a month.
Yeah, there are thousands, but those people over there, I mean, there's a bunch of knotheads over there. Yeah, I don't think you can teach them anything.
Well, what's funny about that is New York City is packed with smart, successful people. At least Manhattan is, and there are others there too. Give them a lot of credit, and it's very competitive. So people become very sharp in the businesses that they run, but it's not run by those people. It's run, in this case, that mayor, among other mayors that have been elected, I think the total voting population was only 1.5 million or something like that out of 9 million people, and so it's a weird place to get elected. They're always going to end up with the ones who vote the most or the ones who want more.
Oh yeah. No one went out to vote for that election. That was crazy. I just don't understand it.
It's because they think that it's hopeless. I think that's what the reason is. They go, nothing's going to change. Why do I have to do anything?
Yeah, they're probably right.
I mean, when all is said and done, they're all still going to jump the turnstiles and push people into the subway tracks for hobbies.
Oh yeah. Either that or throw them gasoline on them and light them on fire.
Oh yeah, they haven't done that in a while. Or just punch people in the face for no good reason.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I went to New York City. We used to have a place up in upstate New York. We enjoyed that, but just never went to the city.
Well, I haven't been there in a while, but I have been there a couple of times, and it actually is a fun place to be for certain things. I mean, for lots of things, really. It's just if somebody's never been to New York City, you can't understand it until you're there. It really is a neat place to be, and you can't even understand how it. For instance, try to imagine that they don't allow tractor trailers deliveries into the city until after, like, I think it's 11 o'clock or midnight. And truckers are often paid a premium to go into New York City because it's such a pain in the neck to get around. And so it's everything that comes into the city for food, drinks, all supplies come in at night on tractor trailers and stuff, the big stuff anyway. Anyway, it's a neat place. If you ever go there, what a fantastic, it's exciting. It really is an exciting place. I don't want to live there, but you wonder how people survive there. But in the subways, they're like crazy. But it's a neat place. Anyway, anything else for the net, Danny?
No, I got nothing. Hey, thanks for doing that, Paul.
Yeah, that was Danny. He's in Hendersonville. That's Kilo, Quebec for Oscar Mike India. He was at the breakfast. And we solved most of the world's problems at the breakfast this morning. We're going to have to finish it up next Saturday. Who else is next from North?
Hey, we solved all of them.
Who else is next?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Hello, Greg. Someday we're going to have to pull a Maduro on you and just kidnap you and take you to the breakfast.
I relocate daily.
Okay. Yeah, you and Bigfoot.
I'm trans-dimensional when needed.
Oh, there you go. See, that's a big help.
Have the power, and I'm the beast master.
Yeah, I mean, Maduro wishes he had your powers, you know.
Well, if I cared for him, I could just zip him right out of there, but I don't like him.
Nah, well, there's nothing to like, really. I mean, he's there, and in fact, I liked what he said when he was being led into the Manhattan. I think it's in Manhattan, the federal DEI building or something like that. Not the DEI, the Drug Enforcement Agency, DIA building. And he was walking in. There was a crowd not a crowd, but a bunch of people, cameras, and just waiting for him to come in. And as he walked in, he said something to the effect, "Good evening," and happy. I think he said Happy New Year. It was kind of fun. That's all he had to say. So it's like he knew he was going to be in there for a while. Why not be nice?
Yeah, well, the last big thing that I participated in was that Epstein thing.
Oh yeah, well you're probably pretty close to that one.
Well, I can't say anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know you can't, and you can't even acknowledge the fact of what and where you were.
I'm like the wind. Nobody sees me come and nobody sees me go.
Yeah, I'm with you. You're yeah, and I'll leave it at that. Anyway, anything else, Greg?
No, thank goodness.
Okay, very good. That's Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. If you can catch him. If you can catch him. He's in Hendersonville, maybe. Who else is north?
K84 VW.
Hey, man, where were you last night, man? You weren't there. How you doing, Carla?
Last night?
No, the last net, I think, which was, what's today? Saturday. It was Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, probably. Let's see. Where were I? You know, I might have been down at Walmart getting a few groceries or something.
Well, I'll have to verify that. No, you did you overcome all your flu and all that stuff?
Yeah, so far. It's went away, but I was watching the news tonight, and I was sitting there thinking, oh, Lord, I hope that don't happen. They were saying that, they were showing this one guy on, I don't know if that was, I think it was on Channel 4 News, it wasn't the network news. He's had the flu for the last 3 or 4 months. You see, they'll start to get over it, and then it comes right back.
Oh, boy. Let's just hope that's limited to a few people and not me.
I am, too. I don't particularly have a fondness for upchucking.
Or anything else. I mean, the flu is, oh my gosh, it can be horrible. And that's why people die, because it really affects some people's bodies worse than others.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of upchucking, I was watching on YouTube. There's a, I forgot what the name it is, the term for it. But you could buy gagging can cause someone else to gag, and they had a name for it. And there's some videos up there with these guys. I'm gonna tell you, I don't see how their wives didn't, because all they had to do is just make it sound like they were gagging, and their wife would immediately just go to gagging, And then they had these little tubes that would go whoop, whoop. They would turn up and down and stuff, and those would induce it. Apparently, it's a certain frequency. Is the only thing I can figure. I remember back when I was in high school, and I was going through the vocational center out at Portland out there for radio, TV, electronics, and that's when we found out. We had these audio generators and stuff, and I think it was like 750 hertz, would make someone, actually, some people upchuck. Just that tone, you know. And, of course, there were some of the guys in the class, when they found that out, they went nuts, you know. It never bothered me, but there's certain frequencies can make you induce that or make you feel better. You know, it's kind of weird. But I was watching those videos back there. This one guy, he made this one tube, and it was like, it looked like it was a 10-foot, 3.5 diameter plastic clear tube with this thing in the side of it and capped off each side. And he was outside. His wife was at the garage door, and he was turning that thing up and down, and she was just bending over. You know, and she would start, stop doing it. Before she could say that, you know, he would turn it over and do it again. And, of course, she would bend over again, gagging.
What was that on YouTube Shorts or something?
Yeah. Well, no, there's some shorts, but there's also a couple of posts up there. Gag prank, I guess is what it's called. But there's people that are susceptible to hearing somebody, you know, going, bleh, you know, and it just makes them, it induces it in them, you know. And I just couldn't keep from laughing my tail end off back there watching that. Because those women, they was trying to fight back, and they had no chance.
I think we probably got some listeners right now starting to gag reflex.
Oh, yeah, you know. Well, I don't know. Anyway, enough of that. But, yeah, I think it finally quit raining up there. It never did rain. I don't think it rained very hard up here. I think most of it was down y'all's way and back south. It did rain, but it was kind of that little old kind of a fall-type, foggy, you know, misty stuff that aggravates you when you're trying to drive a car with the delays. They don't have a delay set for that, you know, so you're having to still cut it off and on, or you end up going, you know, across the windshield. So, I don't know. Anyway, hello to everybody on the net. I'm going to shut up and turn it back over to Paul, and I think he said you was heading over to sideband on this frequency, but down in the sideband portion. So, anyway, with that said, hello everybody. Toodaloo for now from KD4VW, and turning it back over to Net Control.
Yeah, very good. That was Carlin with a gag reflex story. It's KD4VUW. A big signal tonight from Carlin too. Of course, I got my headphones on, but it's still a big signal. Who else is north? Over to the west.
KG4LV.
Hey, Jack. Boy, it was. It's another night I couldn't hear Larry at all from Rockford.
He had a big signal to me.
Isn't that something? Really, I know a lot of times he's got a path that goes right up, just between me and you somewhere. You know, between me and Matt in Nashville. You know.
Yeah, it's like Rick. I cut right through the hills with Rick's signal.
Huh. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Maybe I'll have to move my antenna a little farther west.
Well, it's good to see everybody at the breakfast this morning. Anytime we had to put two tables together, it's a good breakfast.
Oh, yeah, it was good. We had a good time. As always, it's always a good time. Anyway, anything else for the net, Jack?
No, that's it. I'll let you get back to it. KG4ILV. Thanks for doing the net, Paul.
Yeah, very good. That was Jack. He's in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Anybody else west?
KC4TNQ.
And you missed a great breakfast, Charles.
Yeah, I was busy sleeping.
Well, that stands to reason. I understand. It's funny how Saturdays, for working people like yourself, it's more critical to catch sleep than it is to go to a breakfast.
Well, I stay up too late on Friday night, and I'm dozing off in my chair before I get ready to go to bed. So that's the way it goes.
Yeah, no, I do understand. I really do. I've slept through when I was supposed to go to the breakfast, and I've slept right through it. And Mike would call me, came for a while. I've called me and says, "You coming to the breakfast?" I go, "Oh yeah, let me get dressed."
Roger that. So, Jack, you're at the apex of the earth, so you can hear everybody. So, y'all have a good evening. KC4, thank you.
Yeah, good to have you in there, Charles. That's Kilo Charlie 4. Tango, November, Quebec. Anybody else west?
I'm
we'll wait for Charles next time when you call West to check in first.
Yeah, that's right. I still want to. Where's Joel? Man, he must have fell asleep, or he's running out in a gag reflex out in the yard. No Joel. Anybody else West? All right, we're moving to the south.
N0WIK.
KR4IDJ.
Okay, hold on one second. I think I had N0I. Oh man, what's your call again, John? I forgot.
N0WIK.
There you go. WIK, Whiskey India Kilo. It's a neat call. It's neat. Well, all calls are unique, but that one's even more unique.
Yeah, that's my old Navy Mars call from many years ago. Nothing to share with you, Paul. Just appreciate you having the net. I was just listening in here.
Yeah, very good, John. Are you at home? Because your signal's kind of choppy.
Yeah, I'm at the house, and of course my antenna's up in the attic. I'm gonna have to do some changing around on that.
Well, no, the signal's big. It's not a nice, consistent, smooth audio. That's why I'm confused because you're not that far from it.
I just turned down the mic gain. Did that improve any?
Yeah, I think it did. It did. You could probably take it down a little more.
N0WIK. How's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds good. It's big. I mean, it's a big. Which are you using the stock mic? Are you?
Yes, I am. 10 watts out on my IC set 9700.
Yeah, there's some noise that's external to you too. I just noticed. I don't know what it is, but there's noise between you and me, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just power line noise or something.
I appreciate that. I'll be taking a look at it. You have a wonderful evening.
In fact, if you wanted to go back and look, whatever time it is here, you go back and look at the time and listen to that, because it really is not. You expect your signal to be just like you're sitting next door to me, but it was. I mean, the audio, excuse me, but it was just noisy, and it wasn't really you. Anyway, that was John in November 0 Whiskey India Kilo. I think I heard Echo in there. What you doing, Echo?
This is KR4IDJ. I'm running about 5 watts of power here at my QRP. But how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing fantastic. You're doing 5 watts. Yeah, you are actually at QRP, yes, but you're not at a QRP, are you?
No, I'm using a handheld, but I'm using QRP power, low power.
Oh, I understand. Which handheld are you using?
What was that again?
Which handheld are you using? Whose model handheld are you using?
The Bellafang 5RM.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice little radio.
Yes, it is. It has a blue touch screen, and I got a Zygu X6100 from a guy for only $300 with antenna included.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All you got to do is figure out how to put all that together, right?
Oh, yeah, don't worry. It was all put together. I mean, like the radio.
Well, I mean, it's part of the function. Part of what you'll have to, as you move forward, is learning how to set those controls up for different things you got going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've been figuring out the controls. It has a built-in tuner. But, Paul, it was great talking to you. I finally got my QRZ account set up.
Oh, very good. I'll have to take a look. Did you put anything special up there?
Yeah, I put a little bit about me and what my favorite hobbies and interests are, all of that stuff. Basically, someone created the account without my consent, and I reached to the QRZ admin that it wasn't me, and that I needed a password change, so they changed my password, and I finally got in.
Somebody really set it up for you, and it had your call sign in there? I mean, it was set up with your call sign. Well, I don't know, he must have dropped out. Well, Echo, you still there? I think you ran out of battery, or it ran out of strength. Kilo Romeo 4 Delta Juliet. Is that correct? 4 Kilo Romeo 4 Delta Juliet. I wrote down 1, and I don't think that's correct. And he's not listening anymore. Somebody look that up for me, would you? Who else is south?
It's IDG.
Yeah, that's why I had the I in there. It's Kilo Romeo 4, IDJ. IDJ, that's what it is. IDJ. Should remember that, and I'm not doing it. Well, thanks, Craig. You're everywhere, man. Just everywhere simultaneously. Who else is Sal? Tony's definitely out at downtown Nashville at some event, I'm sure. Over the east?
KM4YRF.
Yes, someone created a QRZ account without my consent using my call sign, but I got the account back.
Cool. Yeah, I heard you say that. I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how you could do that, really, because it's the call sign is, I don't know, somebody was being silly. Anyway, I'm glad you got it back. Very good. Thanks for being there, Echo. That was KR4IDJ in Gladeville. And here, Michael, KM4YRF. Everything going good in your sector there, Mike?
So far, so good. I've had a restful afternoon and just waiting for the net.
You didn't have any serious repercussions after working the whole week, did you?
No, actually, Thursday night I had to stop at Kroger on the way home, and that really wore me out. And but I really took it easy Friday, and then today's been good. So got to get through tomorrow, and then I'll be back at 4 more days.
Man, that 4-day work week is killing you, man.
I tell you, I'm getting closer and closer to being ready to retire.
Oh, I'm sure. Man, I'm closer to. I can't believe I've been retired since 2009.
Well, I tell you, I was home for 4.5 months, and I was just ready to do something, and it was good to be back at work and doing familiar stuff.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice to be productive as well. I mean, that's a good feeling.
Oh yeah, had a great time at breakfast this morning, even though I wasn't there that long. But thank you for doing what you do, and I'll say back to net control.
And were your ears burning, man? All we did was talk about you after you left.
Oh yeah, I was pretty sure of that.
Anyway, that was Mike, KM4YRF, and he's here in Mount Juliet, a couple of miles east of me, and he fills in for me when I'm not available or whatever, or don't show up, which happened one time. I didn't tell anybody. That's quite a story. Who else is east? Oh, very good, Larry. I hear you in there. It sounded like you had a good D-Star net tonight. Yeah, very good. I heard that. It was excellent. Even though I couldn't hear you, unfortunately. I wish that the conditions would get better, or we need to get you a double-sized tower. Yeah, very good. That's Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockvale. Who else is Sal?
Or KE4TYJ.
KE4TYJ. Man, your signal was really good over there on D-Star last night this evening.
Thank you, sir.
No, it was good because it's good you're there. You and Jack, because the signal's coming from Mount Juliet. It just ain't cutting it.
I copied. I think it was KI4 ZDG and KC4 TNQ, and try to get them checked in. But yeah, I did hear them once, so the beam was pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, Charles in West Nashville, and ZDG is here in Mount Juliet.
Yes, sir. That's what I got.
Yeah, very good. Anything good for the net, Jim?
No, sir. We're just hanging out here doing our thing. Good to hear everybody. Thanks for letting me be part of it. KE4TYJ.
That's Jim. He's on Walton's Mountain. No, that's not Walton's Mountain. I'm mistaken. What is that actually called?
Oh, it's close to Pleasant Ridge over here in Cannon County. Kind of on the same ridge as the OK Corral, but kind of down the line a little bit further. But yeah, we're up on the ridge.
Can you hear the OK Corral?
Pretty close. Every day.
Yeah, that wouldn't be annoying though, because it's far enough away that it's just like you can hear it in the background, right?
No, it's actually only a couple hollers over once you
but wanted to know what all the shooting was. I had no idea what they were talking about, so I had to watch and go and rewatch the video and listen for the shooting. And it was like, oh yeah, that's the shooting range, right? A couple hollers over. Yeah, here so often you tune it out and you don't even notice it anymore. But yeah, it's pretty cool. K-E-4-T-Y-J.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's kind of like living near an industrial site, and you don't hear it anymore after a while.
True. Or a train track or something like that.
Right. Well, very good, Jim. Anything else for the net?
No, sir. Doing good. To remind people that want to do a little bit of sideband work on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock on 144.200. There's a sideband net around Cannon County that reaches as far as Columbia, Mount Juliet here in Cannon County, and Smithville. So, if you ain't got nothing to do on Saturday morning and want to play on a 2-meter VHF sideband, come join them at 08 in the morning, and they'd love to have you. That's all I got. K-E-4-T-Y-D.
I'm going to have to do it mobile because I'm on the way to breakfast. Anyway, everybody else who would like to hear it, on Saturday mornings, 8 o'clock, there's a 144.200 upper sideband net. And it's apparently people are checking in from Wilson County and Cannon County and all the surrounding areas. So 144.200 Saturday mornings, 0800. That's a new net. I got to put that in the newsletter. All right, that was Jim again in Cannon County, actually in Woodbury. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Who else is? Where was I? Eastern, south or east?
Okay, I'm Park City.
Hello, Stan. Are you doing well?
Doing pretty good, Paul.
Yeah, as we get older, it just gets pretty good, not great.
Yeah, this is true. I'm running QRP today.
Oh, you sound fine. You really do. How many? What are you doing? 5 watts?
Yes.
No, I don't think I would have known the difference because that's just about where your signal is. Which antenna do you use there for the 2 meters?
But I'm an X510.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, I was telling Kevin, who lives over there in Smith County, but he's listed as Lebanon. I was telling him I was looking on Alibaba today, and they sell the X510. You can order them 2 at a time with shipping. You can order them 1 at a time too, but with shipping, $190 for 2 X510, and they sell for $190 out of the store each.
That's pretty incredible.
Well, I don't know. It's like Kevin said, though. What if the parts aren't all there? Then what do you do?
Yeah, this is true.
Anything else for the net there, Stan?
No, that's all, Paul. I won't hold you up. Back to the net. Okay, I'm 4HQ.
Very good. That's Stan. He is a little bit north of downtown Lebanon, and that's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else is east?
KI4ZDG.
KI4ZDG. Kevin, we need to get you over to breakfast.
Yeah. I need to get back out there. I've had stuff going on the past few Saturday mornings. Was going to meeting a friend, picking up up in Lebanon. He's got chickens and eggs, and I was picking up an order from him this morning.
Oh, cool. No, I say it's really just it's nice to get together, and it's family and those issues come way before breakfast and ham radio.
Oh yeah, but a good hearty breakfast there at Golden Corral's up there on the list of things to do.
Well, I'm at the point because I'm not I'm not very active. I was going to say super active. I'm not even barely active. I mean, I do okay, but and being, how old am I this year? I'll be 77 in a couple of months. And I'm at the point where if I have a breakfast at like I did this morning, and it's not a huge, I don't stuff myself, but I have a nice sized breakfast. But you know what? I can't eat anything else the rest of the day because it's too much food.
Oh yeah, I'm only 46, and I'm the same way. So I'm actually I try to watch what I eat and maintain a pretty consistent diet. But man, this Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, I had a little bit too much to eat here.
I'd like to know. I don't know if anybody measures it, if they think about it, but And the thing, I know when I was a kid, and my grandmother did the cooking, and my grandmother cooking made my mother look like a rank amateur. But oh my gosh, I used to be able to. I could barely walk away from the table. I used to stuff myself so much.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of that stuff you only get once a year, and you're like, man, I got to get it while the getting's good. So you just got to stuff yourself,
Well, you're not supposed to. You shouldn't do that though. That's actually hard on the body, to eat that much stuff. I can't do it now. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it even if I wanted to.
I mean, it's just a few days a year. I mean, you gotta get over it and just do it. But yeah, then on New Year's Eve, I was talking to a couple buddies, and they were like, "Hey, we're doing the Spartan race," and so they suckered me into signing up for this Spartan race this fall. So now I gotta get back in the mode and running and lifting weights and watching what I eat and everything again, and getting back on the right track again.
Does it involve more than running?
Yes. So it's we did the sprint, so it's just running a 5K, and then there's 20 obstacles along the way, different things, climbing ropes to basically like monkey bars and climbing underneath barbed wire. Basically, like basic training in the Army.
Yeah. Okay, that's ruling me out. Make sure not to invite me, okay?
All right.
Very good. Anything else with that, Kevin?
No. Appreciate you being there, Paul, and we'll hopefully see you one morning at breakfast.
Yeah, to show you how the difference between the Army basic training and Navy basic training, they had scheduled us for the obstacle course, and it rained that day, so they canceled it, and we never went back. I still laugh about that. They couldn't even get us into an obstacle course when it was raining. Anyway, that was Kevin, KI4ZDG, and he's in, that sounds funny. The Navy's such a bunch of wimps. No, that's not true. KI4ZDG, Sierra Mount Julia. Who else is north or anywhere? Or east or anywhere?
K4IDC.
Hey! We got Robin. You been sitting here waiting this whole time?
Well, I was patiently waiting my turn, and then I needed to go upstairs, and by the time I came back, you'd gone to a different quadrant.
Yeah, well, you know the deal. You don't have to check in at any specific time. This isn't a military net.
Yes, sir.
No, you can read it. It doesn't really matter when you check in. It's whatever's convenient. I mean, if you felt you needed to be in and out early, then get in and out early.
Roger that. How are you?
I'm doing great for getting to be a kind of old man. Here I was just telling. I don't know if you heard me telling Kevin. I'm going to be 77 in a couple of months. So it's getting older by the minute.
Well, we all are, right?
Yeah, but I saw a piece on the news or some interview, and this guy who was a physician who specialized in this kind of thing, and he says it really is once you reach, for a lot of men, and my father was one of them, and I know several other people who were 76, at 75, everything starts, if you don't do something about it or you haven't done something about it ahead of time, it's a quick way to go downhill fast after 75.
Well, it's a good thing you have that rowing machine and a treadmill.
Oh, yeah, and weights and stuff. I've had to get back to it after I had some other difficulties. I couldn't do that for a little while. I started back last night. It really feels good to be active. It really does, to get on, do some physical exercise. Like I said, I can't even believe I'm still doing it at this age, so I don't know. But everything going all right with you?
Yeah, all good. Well, we're glad you're still doing what you're doing. The net especially.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the only thing I do. That's it. And after this, I just go to bed.
Thought your day was jam-packed.
Oh, it is, up till today, up till now. The rest of the day it's packed. I took a nap before the net because I got so little sleep last night. So my days are packed, but I can't tell you what they're packed with some days.
Well, okay. Is there a sideband something or other after this?
144.240. Whip out your what do you call it? Oh man, I forgot the name of those things. The transceivers.
Transverter.
Yes, I couldn't think of that word, transverter. It sounds even worse than. It sounds funnier that way, transverter.
All right, well, rainbows to you. Carry on. K4IDC.
Yeah, very good. That's K4IDC. Sounds like a grocery store, IDC. No, that's not. That's Independent Grocers, IGA. And it was Robin. He's down in near Percy Priest on the east side of the lake, south of me about 5 miles. So his signal's always good, unless he was. I think he threw it out. Maybe he had Fong antenna, which embarrassingly was a very poor performer. He should have known better, but I cut him some slack. I try not to tell people he had Ed Fong, but it's true. Who else is south or anywhere?
Well, this is KR4IDJ, and one thing that I was thinking was, whenever he said IDC, I thought that meant I don't care, and when I heard he keep on saying trans, I thought of transgender instead of transceiver or transverter.
Well, yeah, trans has become a singular word that implies something other than, equipment, and that's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't see an issue with it. I mean, transgender, transceiver, trans is just kind of a word. Sometimes I think of trains.
Yeah, it's used in several things. Several things, the way to use the word trans. Trans-equatorial is another term.
I don't know what that means.
It means it's along the equator. Whatever it is, it's trans-equatorial, going around the globe on the equator, so to speak.
No, it means crossing the equator.
KR4IDJ out. I'll be waiting on 6 meter.
Can't mean crossing the equator, I don't think. You sure about that?
Yes.
Positive? I'm looking.
Absolutely certain.
Did you just look it up?
No, I don't have to.
I'm looking it up. Just wasting everybody's time.
Why do you think it's called TEP? Trans-equatorial propagation. Propagation across the equator.
Well, it means lying. It says here, lying or extending across the equator.
Exactly, but it's not following the equator.
No, I guess it isn't. I just figured trans. I didn't. It's funny. I didn't know that, but since I've crossed the equator like 9-10 times,
You Navy guys, I tell you.
No, we're just we don't know nothing. They just we don't tell it where to go. They tell where we're going. Then they just tell it, okay, we're going here. Okay. No, in fact, the certificates you give you, that says nothing about trans-equatorial. It says crossing the equator. That's what it says.
There you go.
I still think it involves trans people crossing the equator.
Well, I suppose it could be applied to that circumstance, yes.
Anyway, if nothing else, I crack myself up. Appreciate the help on that. I did not know that. That's interesting. I never thought about that. I don't think I didn't think about it till today, as a matter of fact. All right, we're going to move. Anybody else, please come now before we jump into. Well, I'm going to start it anyway since I don't hear anybody in there. We're now calling all dilly-dalliers, spuddlers, landlubbers, sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackers, repeater kerchunkers, shape-shifting lizard people, moon landing deniers, and those that don't deny the moon landing. The moon occupied by aliens, both foreign and domestic. Well, not foreign and domestic, but the real aliens from outer space who actually may use the moon as a, as a vehicle. That's what they think it might be. They're living inside the moon, and it's not really a moon to them. And let's see. And then, of course, the people, the Chinese, maybe are on the backside of the moon mining rare moon materials. Also, the flat Earth, flat Earth deniers, and the ones who think it's a flat Earth. I get that all screwed up. Mass scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, and we're not sure what they're preparing for them. End time survivalists. And Bigfoot believers, which it's hard to believe anybody's not a Bigfoot believer, because it's like he's in every continent on the planet. There's more than one, I'm confident. Anybody else?
Would
that be translunar mining?
I'm sure it is. I guess there must be an equator on the moon. I don't think it's marked though, like we do. I'd heard that Clint in there. Clint, man, you had one weak signal there, man.
I finally found a hill that can get to you, Paul. But, yeah, just will be down in the book there. I don't think it's going to get any better from here, though.
No, it's just real noisy. I can hear you. I can clearly hear you, but it's a lot of noise in that mess there. So yeah, that's great. You're just gonna have to get up a better antenna up, as high as you can at the house there up in Cottontown. That's where you are, Cottontown.
White House, pretty close to Cottontown, actually about half a minute. But I'm mobile. I found a place to park the truck on a hillside here where I can hear you.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm glad you worked your way in there, Clint, and it was great to see you this morning at breakfast.
Yeah, same here. Glad I finally made it to the picture. But back.
Very good. That makes number 19 tonight. It was Clint, Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike, and he is in White House. Anybody else?
Kilo November 4 Echo Romeo India Mobile.
Ah, very good. I'm glad you jumped in there. How you doing there, Eric?
I'm doing well. How was the breakfast? And did you notice there's music playing there now?
There's music playing there now. I don't know if I heard it this morning or not.
That was funny because they called me a week or two ago and said their music wasn't working, and I didn't put two and two together until I was looking up the address. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's where we go for breakfast. So yeah, I put a new amplifier in there so their background music works.
I'll have to notice because I did not notice that today. Normally I do pay attention.
Yeah, maybe they didn't turn it on, but I got it working. There was a couple other speakers in the kitchen and stuff that I couldn't get working. Needs another amp, but I got their main background music working.
Well, I tell you, you're like the Dutch boy of audio work, man, because you're covering the earth.
Yeah, that's it. I was surprised, but anyways, that was cool. But yeah, I'm just heading back to Sparksville, and I got good enough copies that let me make the call out there. So good talking to you there, and glad I was able to catch it in before the 2-meter part ended.
Well, very good. You make number 20. That was Kilo November 4 Echo Romeo India. Eric, and he was just coming over. He's mobile, but I'm pretty sure he's on the other side of the lake, so he's Trans-Cumberland signal. Who else? Anybody else in there before we move on?
This trans thing has got to stop.
I wish it never started.
Sorry, go continue.
Are you transphobic, Greg?
See, phobic sounds like it's a fear. I don't like that term.
It's trans avoidance. Anyway, anybody else in there? Yeah, if I was working somewhere, I wouldn't even ask for a transfer. All right, we're going to move over to 144.240, unless I hear somebody scream or holler. All right, that's where we're going. All right, that was quick, wasn't it? 144.240. I'm looking for people from the north first. Please come now.
KD4GON.
KD4GON. Sounds like you're talking through a big tin can. That was Danny, KD4GON in Station Camp. Who else is north?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
All right, you sound good. Big signals I'm telling you on this. That sideband, really big. You ought to try that sideband net, Greg, or maybe anybody else, on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock.
What was the frequency again?
144.200 upper sideband, 8 a.m. Central Time.
That's easy enough to remember. I'll try that. Wait a minute, 8 a.m.?
Yeah, that might be a little early for you.
I've checked in several times.
What's that, Danny?
I've checked in several times.
Oh, very cool. Wait, remind me.
Okay. Eddie's down there in Glayville, so I know you can hear him, but there's that guy in Dixon, he booms in here.
Well, very cool. That sounds, I'll look forward to it. I'll set an alarm.
All right, go ahead.
All right. We had that. See, that's you guys are talking right up above me up there, above the lake. So I don't even know if that's Sumner County, I guess. All righty. That was Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is north?
WB0NOO.
WB0NOO. That's Mark. You sound real good as always. As Mark is in Northwest Wilson. Who else is up by the lake, by the way? Near the beach, as he says. Who else is north?
Kilo Quebec 4 Oscar Mike India.
Kilo Mike 4 Oscar Mike in there. Yes, Danny, I got you in there. Sound good. Jenny, were you trying to check in again? KD4GON?
No, that was Carlin.
Oh, okay. I heard all I heard the KD4. KD4 VUW, that'd be Carlin and Angeltown Bethpage. Who else is north? Anybody else west?
KG4ILV.
KG4ILV. Very good. That's Jack and Donaldson. Who else is west?
KC4TNQ.
Very good. That's KC4TNQ. That's Charles in West Nashville. Anybody else?
N0WIK.
And 0 Whiskey India Kilo. Very good, John. Good to have you in there on sideband. John's in Hermitage, just a little bit west of me. Who else is west? Okay, west or south?
Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie.
Oh, big signal from Robin. Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie. Who else? And he's south of me, 5 miles. Who else is south? South or east?
KM4YRF.
Yeah, big night here. KM4YRF here in Mount Juliet. Anybody else east?
KI4ZDG.
KI4ZDG. That would be Kevin here in Mount Juliet. Who else besides Kevin? North, south, east, or west? Please come now. Well, that's about normal, I think. Number 12. We normally hang in at 10, 11, 12 in that area. But really, sideband is I'm always amazed how signals are always more, even though it's sideband, the signals are more consistent among everybody. Just due to the nature of the beast, you know. Anyway, that was 12. Anybody else in there before we move over to 6 meters and hear nothing?
It sounded great tonight. I think there's been a solar storm, too.
I think I heard that, but I wasn't keeping up with when. It did start this week, though, right?
Yeah, I was hearing it actually on GMRS net. Danny might know.
Yeah, in fact, I sent out a solar report a couple of days ago, and that probably mentioned that. I think I read it, but I didn't remember when it was said. They said it was going to start.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah, I know not everybody reads what I send out, so I'm guilty of the same thing, though. Anybody else? Please come in now. All right, 50.135. And I don't know if we should... Greg, what do you think? I go into that other frequency, that 52.415.
What was that?
Well, last time we tried 52.415 on FM, and I was wondering if that was worth a trip.
I think it flunked.
You think it what?
I think it didn't do well.
No, it sucked because we couldn't hear anything.
We could try it again. I think I'm not imagining anything's going to be different.
Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and we'll do the 50. Whoever we hear, well, for anybody who's listening, after we hear very little on 50.135, we're going to try 52.415 on FM. Okay, FM. Let's see if that does anything. So anyway, we're going to 50.135 right now, and then on to 52.415 FM. So we'll see you there. Maybe. All right, who we got on 50.135 upper sideband?
KM4YRF.
Might have been a double. We got a good signal out of Michael here in Mount Juliet, KM4YRF. Who else? KD4GUN. Got you good in there, Danny. Anybody else?
N0WIK.
Okay, hold on one second. N0WIK in Hermitage. It's John. Who was the other couple? Because there's several people in there. Very good. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo, Greg in Hendersonville. Who else?
Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Mike India.
Very good. Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Mike India, Danny in Hendersonville. Anybody else?
Kilo India 4, Zulu Delta Golf.
Wow, man, it's a big night here. Kilo India 4, Zulu Delta Golf. Kevin here in Mount Juliet. Who else did I hear? Somebody else in there. Very good, very good. Solid, good audio, but the signal is kind of weak, but it still sounds good, though. That was Charles in West Nashville. Who else? Anybody else, north, south, east, any place?
Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie.
Ah, very good. Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie. That's Robin here south of me. Who else? Nobody else? Any place, anywhere? Well, that's pretty good. Okay, we're going to try, like I said, over on 52.415 FM. So give me a chance to move over there. I don't have that programmed in there, but I'll be there. 52.415 FM. FM. Well, I'm not hearing anybody, and I can't get my radio to tune on that frequency on FM for unknown reasons, but it works great on upper sideband, but not on FM. So can anybody hear me? I heard some noise in there. Who was that?
Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie.
Ah, very good. Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie. Anybody else? Anybody else? Please come now. We're not getting out very well. Of course, I don't have a vertical either. That's where I should be on site up on FM. But all I have is a horizontal.
Oh, horizontal too, Paul.
Ah, okay. Maybe that's the reason. Okay, very good. Anybody else? Please come now. Michael, are you able to hear me? No, I guess not. I guess I need to get an FM vertical for 6 meters. That's all I need is another antenna. All right. Well, we're going to call that a day. We're going to go over to 223. Catch you guys later. K4PW. I can't hear him, though. Nothing. Anybody in there that I can hear, please come now. Kilo India 4, Zulu Delta Golf. Got you in there. Yeah, all I had to do is open up the squelch a little more, and I heard somebody. Anybody else out there?
N0WIK.
All right, N0WIK. Great. We got John in Hermitage. Who else? Is anybody hearing anything I can't hear? No, just hear a lot of noise in there. All right, I think I'll call it a day. I don't hear anybody else unless somebody can tell me they're hearing something. No, that's it.